All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL, NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
First down, Winston. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Second down, Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10. First carry for Carlos Hyde. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Taylor. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Browns. 47 yards. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. First down, a run with Hyde. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. second down. Hyde. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Complete here. It's Hyde. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Let's go! It's time to play! Hey, sub! Let's go! Green, triple T! Hey, sub!
On play action, Winston. And the Lamar has it. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Carl Nassib able to run him down for a loss of a yard. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And Winston lost the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 1st and 10 following the fumble recovery. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. With the first touchdown of Super Bowl 53. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play action now. Winston. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 54 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Winston to throw for it on fourth. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Taylor will turn and call a timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, Taylor. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. He got 29 yards that time. Now Taylor on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Past the 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jameis to throw it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Slow. Z.
Now Taylor looking to throw on second down. Underneath for Johnson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. He's got his tight end in Njoku. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. from the shotgun. It's Taylor. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. He'll hit Jackson, complete. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A first down throw for Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards for number 11. They go play action. Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, 36 yards. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a handoff, Johnson. He's to the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
They'll run, hide. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Carlos Hyde, a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Browns add on to their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Hey, sub.
From the gun, Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. There he goes, right side. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 67 yards. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs.
Hey, sub.
Now Winston. His throw incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he's got some space here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They get it to him running left. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 3rd and goal, Taylor. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play fake. Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Winston now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Colby Listenby, 49 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs. Again, it's Winston. Incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Handoff comes to Hyde. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Taylor. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Noah Spence. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crowd. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.